What it do, YouTube? Welcome back. Yours truly. Man, Lord Luugga Loco, simply just Luugga. Hey, I'm tired of saying this to people. You hear me? It may be because they only watching just one video, but this is a reaction channel. The full video is in the description below. You ain't even gotta watch this motherfucker. Like at this point right then, you can get up out of here and go watch the whole video. You see? I'm going to keep pausing because this is what I do. You hear me? Accept it for what it is, my boy, because it's going to be what it's going to be. I'm tired of telling people this. How many times? Shit. Anyways, the reaction we got today is Paternity Court. You hear me? Judge Lauren Leaks, I believe that's her name. And this man always dreamed of having a daughter and ceased paternity. The full episode. So without further ado, like, share, and subscribe when y'all synchronize y'all blunts. You hear me? Thank you. Lighter, let's get it.
Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is the case of Benning versus Bodine.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Mr. Benning, you recently appeared in couples court and it was confirmed that the defendant cheated on you. This infidelity has caused questions regarding your 2-year-old daughter, Robin, and 6-month-old son, Jermaine Jr.'s paternity. Although you are hopeful that both are your children, you now have doubts. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Bodine, you claim you are certain the plaintiff is Robin and Jermaine Jr.'s father and have evidence to support your claim. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Benning, tell me about your relationship with your daughter, Robin, and how these paternity doubts are affecting you.
Well, first off, Your Honor, my mother passed away when I was 14 years old. She was my best friend. We spent every waking moment together. And after she died, it, left me hurt. I always wanted a daughter, and I promised I was going to take care of her and treat her like my mother took care of me. She's goofy, she loves daddy. She's a daddy's baby. We love to play, chase each other around. Goldfish is our snack. We love goldfish.
It's our snack. I love how you said that. And what else?
We got a side-by-side picture. Her alone let me know. You hear me? It's fucked up.
Always been there. Always been there. No matter what Robin needed, I'm always there for him.
And so tell me about the day you first found out she was pregnant.
Well, when she first came home and told me she was pregnant, I was excited, and especially once we found out that it was a girl. That's something that I've always wanted. That hyped me up. I couldn't ask for anything else than that. That's my world.
So, Ms. Bodine, Mr. Benning says he was so excited when you told him you were pregnant at that time. Did you know there could be any other possibility?
No, Your Honor. I admit I did cheat. But for certain, he's the father. We was together while I got pregnant with Robin, and I know for certain he's the father.
It actually happened during labor, Your Honor. I was in the hospital sitting across from Kayla. She was pushing this baby out, and I received a text from a guy telling me to leave the hospital because that's his baby and he needs to be there.
What?
I am in labor, like literally in the hospital, and I received a text telling me that the child that I'm waiting to come isn't mine.
The text, and you know.
Now, if you new here or you a subscriber, one of my loyal subscribers, you hear me? My loungees, I appreciate you. You hear me? You one of them. You know what I'm talking about? You kind of understand. I speak about this thing that's called a game and how you gotta guard your heart. This is a key moment when you gotta understand. This is supposed to be the happiest day of my boy's life. The woman that he so-called love is laying in the bed right next to him, about to push out a baby that he assumes is his. And all the while, somebody hit him up. Baby ain't yours, man. You gotta get up out of there, man. I need to be there. I got 4 on 3 biological. My stomach would drop into my ass if I ever received their text message. And I just might choke the woman on them. Ah! What you mean?
Who it's from?
Yes.
What do? You can't say anything to Miss Bodine while she's in labor, can you?
I just kept going and I signed her birth certificate.
So you just kept going through the entire experience?
I pushed through it. I wanted my daughters and I wasn't letting anybody take her from them.
So even though you had the doubts, you had to know, you had to feel the doubt at that time.
Yes, it started to sink in, but I fought through it.
But you were just too excited and you said, I'm not going to let anybody steal my joy today.
Right.
So, Miss Bodine, this other
man
man sent a text to Mr. Benning while he's by your side at the hospital.
This nigga probably Hispanic.
How do you know this other guy is not the biological father? Sent a text to Mr. Benning while he's by your side at the hospital. How do you know this other guy is not the biological father?
Because, Your Honor, I stood up and did the woman and the mother thing I had to do and got the other guy tested.
Oh, so you had a DNA test on the other guy already?
Yes, and he wasn't the father.
And you submitted those results to the court?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
All right. The results read that the probability of paternity between you and this other guy is 0%.
Yes.
So he was not the father.
No, he wasn't, because Jermaine's the father.
What y'all clapping for? We don't even know what's going on here. Hold up. There's a whole lot left. Now, normally I don't watch these through and through, but I done seen this already because I saw it on the YouTube short, and, we're going to see.
All right. So, Mr. Benning, you still build the relationship.
His baby look Hispanic as hell. Ain't no way, bro. Shit.
Relationship, but you still have a doubt.
That shit wild.
It's in the type that she's cheated on me with more than one person.
Oh.
There could be other guys out there. That's just one,
She look like she look like she a little thought pocket. I seen her. I had a couple of these in my school. Anybody that got one of these? Right there. That was a little frizz, nigga. Cause niggas back then was superficial and shit. Ooh, she got one of them.
If you need something, I'm
you
the
say
father.
stuff to hurt my feelings. Why can't
Have I
I
ever
do it
told
to
you that you're not the parent of your kid?
You can't. I pushed him out.
Okay. So you're just gonna stab me in the back?
You want to smack that?
And tell me that I'm not the
This is
father
why
of
we here
the
today.
kid that I take care of.
This is why we're here today, to prove it.
Let's prove it then.
Okay, let's prove it then. She looks just like your mom.
Mr. Benning, I do want you to explain to Miss Bodine, because I feel like, Miss Bodine, to say someone is not the father of a child, now that's a little below the belt.
That's not just hurting somebody's feelings,
Yeah.
it's ruining somebody's life.
And I want you to tell her what that feels like so she can understand. What does that feel like when she says that to you, Mr. Benning?
That little girl right there is my mother. Come back to be with me.
And
when
she
you
looks
tell me that,
like your
when you
mother.
tell me
She's
she's
her
not
twin.
mine, it feels like you're taking my mother away from me again.
Look at them. Look. They're twins.
She's beautiful.
They are.
Nah. Just because they got the same skin complexion, it's not. Because if I matter of fact, we ain't did one of these in about 3 or 4 videos. Let's do some investigation. Okay, the head of the mother, around my mouth, as opposed to the head of the alleged daughter is not the same. Nose don't match, lip don't match. Only thing that really match is their hair And I can't really tell that because, you know, this is like a 1950s picture. And the skin complexion. I call Cap. She trying to use it as, and she gonna lie to her final second. She gonna keep lying, making my nigga seem like he crazy. So this is the reason why. Matter of fact, I'm gonna save it for the benediction. You hear me?
She's beautiful.
They are.
They do look a lot alike. Calling me on my phone saying I'm her dad. You know, it's constant. It's just constant. And
Well, this is why we get to prove it.
after a certain time, you can't just ignore it anymore. It just keeps happening. It's hard to ignore. Very.
Why are all these people calling Mr. Benning saying the child isn't his?
I don't know. I cannot control what other people say. I know what I'm saying, and I know what I proved. So you have your doubt or not. I'm here to prove today that you're the father.
Because you are just 100% certain.
Yes, Your Honor.
No,
Okay.
look, judge already
Ms.
called him
Bodine
bullshit.
says she is 100% certain.
You can
That
see it in the
doesn't
action.
that
Judge
doesn't
called him
make your
bullshit.
doubt subside.
I
don't even
don't
know
trust
what
the thing that really comes out of her mouth. I really don't. And to be honest with
We
you,
don't believe it.
after all this has happened, you know, depending on
Pretty little
the
baby
doubts
though.
with Robin, I wouldn't know about my son as well.
I think it's important
See, little boy
that
look more
we
like him.
get this family some clarity.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
I think we need to first go to Robin's results. Jerome, I'm ready for the envelope. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. You are shaking.
I know.
I feel your nervousness from here. Are you okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm perfect.
Okay.
I just want to get it out there. I want to know the truth. She deserves it. She deserves everything.
In the case of Benning versus Bodine, when it comes to 23-month-old Robin Benning, it has been determined by this court
They quick with it. This is not TV, this is YouTube. Like, don't do that to me.
Mr. Benning, you are not the father. I'm very sorry.
It doesn't matter. I'm still going to be there.
Let me go to it.
I'm lonely when she calls Daddy. You can't change it. We spent 2 years together. You can't change that. You can't take that away. My
That's
first name
been
and
submitted to the
Junior.
court. Jermaine Truth Benning Jr., your concern is that the truth is
That he's
you
not.
are not his biological father.
I'm gonna wait for the benediction. You heard me. But I'm gonna tell this lady a no.
Yes, Your Honor.
We got something
You
to talk
stepped
about.
up for these kids. I mean, you have gone above and beyond.
Real nigga ain't tell you.
And now you love Jermaine. This is your namesake.
It's my little man.
This nigga,
So,
this
Ms.
little nigga look
Bodine,
at their
you
head
admitted
too.
there were some doubts with Rob.
Either way, that he's
This
still
is
in part
your
of her
ass.
life because she's 2. That's your decision
This is
if
me
you don't want to
carrying
be there.
no
But
one.
I don't want to go home and
Wait
tell
for
my
it.
2-year-old daughter that her father is not going to be there no more. They're attached. She cries when he walks out the room. I cannot break her heart like that. I can't, and I won't. I'm not that type of person.
You just
Well,
giving me
that
ammunition.
one last
You was
statement.
just giving me ammunition.
Just
Woo.
stop it. I won't break her heart like that. We're going to work on you not being that type of person. Right?
Right.
All right. Mr. Benning, what are your hopes
I hope Jermaine's mine.
When it comes to 6-month-old Jermaine Benning Jr., it has been determined by this court. Mr. Benning, you are not the father.
What the?
I don't think y'all understand, bro. Look at this nigga face. Look at this nigga face, man.
Are not the father.
What the?
Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Benning.
I got cribs and playpens and toys, and I've done everything that I do, and
Ms. Bodine, do you know who Jermaine Jr.'s father is?
No, Your Honor. I didn't know that was going to come out like that.
You know what? We gonna stop it right here. I need not to see no more. And put that blood in. See, I done already watched this before, so I knew what the answer was gonna be, but I done got re-high, and just the magnitude of this situation, not just, you know, his daughter, or his alleged daughter who turned out not to be, but a son that was named after him with the middle name Truth. I want y'all to put this in perspective. The middle name Truth. The whole time she know for a fact, ain't no way. You know who you fucking. And I already told y'all she look like a bust down. And I'm trying to be respectful as I possibly can, but I hate people like this. You hear me? And I don't judge because, you know, I just think the right thing. But that's not the point. What I'm trying to say is she is lacking full accountability of her decisions and her actions. And you can see it. Because she lying to we already know it. We 10 minutes past finding out the daughter ain't here. Now look where we are. I just don't understand, man. God, your motherfucking heart. I'm gonna have to make a shirt or something with this shit that say this, man. God, your heart, man. Cause it's front and center for you to see. You hear me? National TV. My boy sad as hell. And I can't even say he pathetic in his duck, man, because that shit can happen to anyone. You hear me? She lied to this man. He don't know. And now he's standing in front of the judge trying to figure out if these two kids, and man, look, it just I feel for my boy, man. For real, for real. His face right here say it all. The level of fear, you can like see it in his eyes. Like you can just see it like, damn, man. I would perfectly understand if she came up missing that night when they got back, you know, to wherever their hometown was, because that shit wild. It's a dirty game we play. That's why when you get old, you gotta grow. You gotta, you know, understand, make better life decisions, better life choices. You know, everybody ain't perfect. So I'm working on myself every day as we speak. I suggest y'all do the same. Love for my family, love for my friends, love for my fans. Blessings to the end. Hallelujah is the highest praise.